Hello.
Hel- Hi, hi.
Well, how's things?
Good, how are you?
Hey, yeah, not too bad.
We have incredibly hot weather today.
Yeah, it's really hot here as well.
Do you like that, or are you a kind of guy that doesn't?
Um, I probably prefer it warmer than cold, but I don't like when it's like really, really warm, so it's almost like uncomfortably warm.
Yeah.
So, but today's it's not suit like it's fine. Like when if you're wearing shorts, so like it doesn't seem too bad at the minute.
I see. Well, I was outside for like 1 hour to build up a tent. We are going on a festival in a month, and we wanted to check on the tent, and it was so hot that you had to rest afterwards.
Oh yeah, that's always rough, especially if you're doing any kind of like activity. Like there's times I've been
Yeah.
playing like tennis or something like that, and like you
Yeah.
literally play for like 20 minutes, and you're like, I need a break.
Did you play tennis or are you still playing tennis?
I used to play a good bit, but like I still play a bit of table tennis, but I don't really play as much like tennis as I used to.
Yeah, same. I played in a club or
Oh,
do you
cool.
call it club
Yeah, yeah, like
or
a club of like yeah, you had like members and stuff in it. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's cool. Like I think I was in one for a table tennis one for a wee bit, but I never was in one for tennis. But I did play quite a bit of tennis just with friends.
For me it was the exact opposite. I never played table tennis unless somebody asked me to. And that I like.
Yeah, yeah. I just love all like tennisy sports. Like even badminton can be fun. I do prefer tennis, but it is good still.
Hmm. I actually tried out every single one of them basically. I only played tennis in a club, but I played table tennis with my brother a lot because he was in a club, or with friends. I played badminton for like just with not with a club, but it was more like a parents thing, and like children could come too. So I was able allowed to, and then I randomly started playing squash with my dad,
Oh, cool.
which was very nice too.
Right, I'll share my screen now. I just picked out a couple of games that looked like honestly, like when I was looking at the like slippy stats, a lot of your neutral wins, like me and yours were very similar. I think a lot of it did come down to my like conversions were just like I would need less openings per kill.
I see.
So that was a big thing I noticed when I was looking through stats is like yeah, if you can like just pick better moves, get the kills a bit off like less neutral wins, I feel like you'll level up quite a bit from that. So I'll just pick out like 5 or 6 games we can watch and go over it.
Sure, let's do it.
Because this they should be good as well because you get to see like the stuff I'm doing. So like you can see kind of obviously not everything I do is right either, but you'll
Yeah.
you'll 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 get an idea of like what could be better in certain situations, like what I'm doing and maybe getting more value out of than a move you would have picked maybe, for example.
Yeah, I remember that you also used sometimes use the up smash out of up throw, and I was very curious to what is a signal for you to do it, except for well you can't get another grab follow up if the person DIs out on a platform, when you
My big thing, I basically pick whenever I picked up Smash up Pro, a lot of it comes down to they're at that percent where they won't be able to jump out or go too far. Like you'll still get a tech chase, and
Mhm.
they're somewhere where they won't be able to get to a platform. They're either going to be too low or they're like too far away, like horizontally to a platform. So basically
Mhm.
means you get easy, quick damage while also still setting up basically like the same tech chase you would have got with like a grab. So it means
I see.
because if you keep grabbing, they're gonna get to the platform quicker for like less damage.
Mhm.
So, but if you do up smash, you're gonna get like 20% instead of like 4 or 5%, and they're gonna either way they were going to get to the platform as quick as each other, so I may as well go for the option that gives me like better damage. That'll like lead to the up air stuff and all a lot easier once I get them to that like mid%. So
Yeah.
I mainly use it when they're like lowish% where it'll like cause a tech chase and they're not close enough to a platform.
So you could say that, for example, on Battlefield, if a person could drift towards a platform after the first throw or something like that, when you just get a drill grab right off the bat, so the other guy is at, I don't know, 7%, 10%
Yeah,
after
yeah,
the throw.
that's exactly it. Where the up throw would put them that platform, but the up smash won't because of that low%.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, and as well as that, if it's really low%, whenever you up throw, you can't react with up air yet because they land on the platform too fast. So you have to go for like the like
50-50.
yeah, or else you basically do like the KGH or like Armada or like the left and Armada up air, which is basically covering 3 out of 4 options. If you're aware of that one.
I know the KGH one that is basically dashing back for a short period of time and then dashing forwards. On Dreamland he showcased it, and then you go with full drift and cover like the first 3 options, and if he rolls away you can shine it. But
Yeah, so like there's basically there's 2 options. So like I always treat it as like Armada and Leffen because like Armada done one a lot more often than Leffen would do the other one quite often. So like Armada would do the one where he basically up airs and drifts it back into like the inner plats. You're gonna cover tech in place, roll in, and miss tech.
yeah,
Whereas Leffen would do the full drift up air across, so he would miss the roll in because he drifts past and there's still invincibility on the roll in. But he would hit the miss tech. He would hit the tech in place if you time the up air right while you're drifting forward, and he'd also hit the roll forward because he's full drifting the up air. So the single hit's gonna hit the like roll towards the edge.
I see.
So it's
And
basically picking which 3 out of 4 you want to cover. Like, do they prefer to roll in more or do they prefer to roll out more? Because they're like the ones you're basically that's the 50-50. Like those two are gonna pick the in one or the out one.
yeah, I remember Leffen sometimes still does the just land on the platform if he reads a tech roll either way, but I'm
Yeah,
not sure if
it
he's still doing it right now. I remember him doing it like in 2018, 19 or something like that.
Yeah,
Pre-corona.
like it's still that's still a good option. Like landing with the upper on a platform, you can still get a grab and stuff. The only problem I don't like landing on a platform if they go to the side because if you get a grab, you've got like no running distance to then like follow up with like a falling up air or something like that. That's why I prefer like doing the full drift one or the in drift one instead of actually landing on the platform because there's times you get a grab at one of the edges and all you can really try do is do like a back throw DI mix up and
Yeah,
other than that, if you up throw and they get the right DI, you don't get anything like after that.
yeah,
But I think
yeah,
it's probably better if you're gonna do the land on platform one. It's probably better to do like the shine to shine them off. But again, they could probably slide off the ledge. So there's a bit more counterplay to the one where you land on it, but I think it's a bit easier to execute. Whereas your positioning and like timing on the full drift up air and stuff needs to be a lot like more strict.
yeah. I figured. I remember like when I did do like full drift up airs that very often I just get a single like the first hit of up air when the opponent is not that when he's tacking in place, or yeah, when he's tacking in place and I'm drifting too far behind him. But this is also a little bit of execution mistakes I'm doing in that case.
Yeah, like I've put a lot of time in to just like even practicing just the timing of it because there's a lot of times where like if you hit both hits they can get like SDI and just get out for free. So it's like very it is just a thing you have to like grind out and like Uncle Punch and stuff. Like it isn't easy to do by any means.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get into it and see what other stuff.
that was the game where we talked about you missing the JC, and it actually was good.
I know it's funny actually because I was watching some games back and I was just thinking about like I remember what we said back then like
Yeah. It's crazy how good you can remember the things you said when in these kind of situations.
yeah, like even here you got a really good like you read that I wasn't gonna overshoot and you got a really good dash back grab here.
Yeah.
Instead of this nair you do here, I would have done a wave dash in and up tilt again.
Yeah.
Because that's what it meant. I like at this percent, if I go to a platform, you can react with a falling up air, and if I try to DI off stage, I'm gonna just go straight up because it's an up tilt.
Yeah. I think I'm not sure what. I don't usually do this kind of nair. Maybe I thought you would go behind me, but yeah. But sure, you're right.
Yeah. It means if I go, it means if I go straight up, you can fall in up air, and if I DI the platform, which is obviously my best bet, you can still react with an up air and keep a longer combo going.
Yeah. Do you know the percentage from which point on I can basically of course it's a little dependent on where we are below this platform, but there's like situations where I can just cover everything with falling up air.
My rule of thumb usually is around in between around 40 to 50%. It gets to the point. Obviously, it's like it's hard to say because everyone's reactions are a bit better than others. But like, I think around the mid 40 to 50% is where it should be. Like theoretically, you can like start reacting to everything now.
I see. Of
Eh,
course, it also depends on the platform height.
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like on Dreamland, it'll be it'll be like
60.
yeah, exactly. Because they're gonna land quicker because the platform's higher, so it'll be higher percent.
Yeah.
I think here as well. Obviously, it's not punish game dependent, but yeah, I would never do this.
Yeah.
I would never do this back air drifting in. I'd basically always do it like drifting out, so you just keep center stage whenever you see someone light shielding.
Yeah, true. I do it against Puff, but I'm not that familiar. Oh, this is happening to me lately very often,
Yeah, I actually
actually.
watched a
Yeah.
couple games and seen it. It's like, well, you're almost getting what is it like a? Yeah, I'm trying to.
I think my dash is just too slow. I think I'm just dashing too late because I'm like, okay, I got the grab, it should be a kill, and yeah.
Yeah. I don't think could you have actually just like up smashed? I think you could have reached. Yeah, you definitely could have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Maybe I was too scared that it would only get like the very outward hit, like the
yeah.
reverse up smash, but to the left, but it would still be fine, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I think even if you get the sour spot, it's probably almost better than a back air anyway. So I think like better,
Yeah.
even worst case is probably still really good. So I think just going for the opposite. Like obviously, if you grab me closer to the edge, you couldn't, but you still grab me in enough. So like the up smash would have reached. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's true. Dash attack.
Ah, the drill.
Oh, that's his shield poke. I remember. Damn. Yeah, I could have back into that for sure.
So that was the right idea. Up smash would have killed though.
Yeah.
Also
Yeah.
right idea.
Yeah, I'm really bad at the up throw up air. I think I used it because you used it a lot and you were very consistent with it.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
know it's just true. It's just true.
Exactly, yeah. Like there's no SDI, they're just dead at that percent. I think a big thing for you is like making sure you like sometimes your fast fall timing seem a bit weird of like when you want to get the fast fall and you seem like sometimes you get it when you don't want it and vice versa. Yeah, like I think that was just like like I always like I wait to the peak of my jump and then just NC do the up air and like hit down for those.
I see. Okay, so you okay. I thought it would be more consistent to do like somewhat of a rising up air. Not rising, but like that sounded very late in your explanation.
Yeah,
The up air.
it's pretty late, but it's still, as long as you do at the peak of your jump, it means that it'll always be second hit, and if you fast fall, they're always going to be in stun because they're such high percent. So it's basically
Yeah,
like you're delaying it to make sure you get the last hit, and the delay isn't enough that they're actually going to be able to get out of the combo anyway. And even though you're going to end up really low, like you're planning for them to be dead, so they're not going to be a ledge guard anyway.
yeah,
So it's more so just like a safer way to make sure you get it, and it's still fast enough that it'll combo.
true. Although in this scenario, I probably should have just backered because it's way easier to execute, and you were dead for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Like if it's not like obviously there's percents where they could DI
Yeah.
mix up, but in that case, yeah.
It was no mix up at all. Oh, that was a back here. That was a lucky misplay.
Yeah, and that's just a free grab when you see me miss my up smash as well instead of you going for up smash.
Yeah, yeah. This is one of my worst mistakes, I think.
That's definitely the biggest thing I notice is like you're just too comfortable at using up smash at lower percents where I way
Yeah,
prefer to obviously like I'd prefer to get a knockdown first with like shine or else get drill first in that grab, but here it's just a free punish because I whiffed an up smash so you have the time.
yeah, yeah. I remember.
And I remember you saying I knew you were gonna nair.
Yeah. Because right before that you said, "Oh, that's way too obvious to go for Veneer in these kind of situations,"
Yeah.
or something like that. Like 2 games earlier. Oh, can we watch that again? Actually, what happened here?
Okay, so you nared and I back air, we traded, and then I just like I fired out of it quicker than you. Like, what did you do after we collided? You tried to jump out of it, but my nair still catches it.
Yeah. The knockback on Becker is higher than on Nair, right?
It is, yeah.
Not the knockback, but the hit stun.
The hit stun, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I can try to keep an eye out on getting these kind of trades because especially like when I play against Riggs or somebody like that, he will constantly execution test when I'm cornered, like the back air trades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's why, especially when you're at this percent, you could like definitely try crouch cancel out of panic situations more. So like, whenever I hit this back air on you, instead of trying to jump, like, cause I feel like you jump a lot whenever we're in this like skirmish really close to each other.
yeah.
And instead if you just held down here, like I would have just got like CC shined off the snare.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So like I think I kind of caught on that you like to jump a lot out of like panic situations. So like I felt like I was using crouch cancel a lot more than you were, so I felt a bit too safe that I could do like early nairs. So if
Mhm.
you like threaten with crouch cancel, it'll make it harder for me. I'll have to delay my nairs, and then it means if you come in with an early aerial, you beat me, and then it becomes much more of a harder neutral for me to win.
Yeah. I'm really uncomfortable with CC Shine or general. Oh my god.
Yeah, so
With
this is a good example as well of when you can react. Like so up smash here, you can like since up smash sends a bit higher at this percent than up throw would have, like this is actually better because now he's at that 50 threshold because the up smash did more damage. And
yeah.
now I'm able to react. But sorry, what were you saying before?
Um,
Sorry if I literally just
I'm
cut you
very
off.
no, it's all good. It's all good. I'm very uncomfortable with CC with CC in the Fox Ditto. I really use CC a lot, especially against Moth and stuff like that. But in the Fox Ditto, I'm always like unsure what I can do out of CC. Would love to be more consistent with CC up tilts or CC grabs, but a lot of times I'm just getting shined out of my CC, and I feel very dumb. And on the other hand, if I go for a shine myself, Um, often the opponent gets the tech away or just insta tech something, and I have to play. It's very hard for me to understand when I will actually get a true punish out of a shine, and when actually should consider playing neutral instead of going for, I don't know, run and grab or run
Okay,
and
yeah, I
yeah.
get you. So like a big thing I would do is like when you get the CC shine is if they hit the tech away, I would start playing like a almost like a mix up of like you could jump in, maybe wave land back, like threaten you're gonna go in for a move but don't, and then a lot of time I know there's a lot of people who think the fox is gonna overextend and still go for like the true, well, what they think is the true punish, but it's not
Yeah.
because they got the tech away. So you could like be almost bait that you're gonna still go in for it and do like a short hop wave land back like baiting you're gonna like drill go for drill grab or something like that.
Ooh, I like that idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I do it a lot, and a lot of people will like they'll like get ready to like dash back to like punish me or something, and then they just dash back, and then I've still got all the space now.
Yeah.
So doing stuff like that's
Yeah.
really, it's almost like playing, you're playing the next step of the interaction. You're almost like, right, I know they're gonna think I'm gonna go for this punish even though it's not true.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna know that in advance and play the next step, and I'd play them the next time. Whereas if they miss the tech or they tech roll in for some odd reason, then you would go for it because it is a guaranteed punish.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think like obviously the main you can, there is times where you can obviously get CC grab and stuff, but I would try get comfortable using CC shine and like getting used to the situations where you have to play kind of a more smart neutral and knowing when it's actually like guaranteed.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think once you like test it out a couple of times for yourself, like because I think you just don't CC that much. So I think if you do more CC shine, you'll get more comfortable with knowing what you do after it. My
Hello.
bad, my bad.
All good.
Yeah, but I think once you start using CC Shine more, you'll just get more comfortable with like knowing what to do after you actually hit one as well. But I just think since you don't CC that much, you're not like very comfortable with what you do with it yet.
Uh, oh, there it is, back again. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you're right, and I should just start.
Especially if you
Uh,
notice if you notice a fox that like obviously if foxes that drill a lot, they don't CC obviously much. Like you'd prefer to jump into the drill and then shine. But
yeah.
if it's a fox that likes to do a lot of nairs, especially like earlier nairs and neutral, which there is a lot of foxes who like to do because they think the earlier
Yeah.
like they want to just attack you early to try beat you out. So I would
Yeah. Yeah.
some
For sure.
honestly sometimes even just running in crouch. Obviously it's risky because of grab, but realistically foxes shouldn't want to grab a neutral very often. It's just kind of a call out.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
So
It's
something,
it's it's a very good option against Marv. I'm using right now. I'm learning right now too.
yeah,
Run in
exactly.
crowd. Although of course the both characters have like the biggest potential punish out of grab. Um. Yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes you just gotta risk it and like count your losses. Like you're like, right, I tried it that time, it didn't work. But there's definitely gonna be times where you'll outplay. Like you'll read that they're not gonna grab and it'll work out as well.
Yeah. Can we talk about a little situation we like the CC fling, but watch the situation where it was again.
Oh yes, yeah.
It was the stock before. I'm pretty. Oh, well, there
No,
it
it was
was. Yeah.
here or yeah,
Oh yeah,
here.
here.
Yeah.
So if I did that right now, and you would have gone for the run near,
Yeah, they run in early nair.
and
Like here.
exactly, and I do the CC shine. Do you? What is the like? I wouldn't know situations, or in this kind of situation, it would look like if I CC shine that, you could have just like got the instant tech in place, because of your L cancel.
Yeah,
You know
so
what I
so
mean?
yeah, I know what
The
you
option
mean.
select, tech in place.
Yeah, see, another really good thing to do out of crouch cancel shine though is like wave dash forward down tilt, like immediate down tilt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like, and at this percent, it would actually start to work pretty decent. Like, say for example, if you got the shine would be a wee bit more damage, down tilt could be decent, and you're also keeping stage control.
Yeah, yeah.
So like
I
there,
would be very, yeah.
yeah. So I think there's times where like There's times where that's also another good thing to mention. There's times where if you can't get a guaranteed like reaction, you can still go for like a safe raid. So like down tilt is
Yeah.
definitely down tilt's just a safe raid because like they can't punish it because it's really disjointed anyway.
Yeah.
So you could just I think honestly if I was in your position here, I would have like if I held down, I would have crouch cancel shine, wave dash forward down tilt would be the best way to try cover it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because yeah,
I can't.
everything else is probably not really gonna like. I mean,
True.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So you're gonna have to either play. You're gonna have to play like the next interaction, as I was saying before, or else you can go for the like the educational raid, like the safe raid, which I would probably go for in this situation.
Yeah. So let's say you would go for the taken place read with a down tilt.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Yeah. What if percentages were different? Like let's say we're at 7%.
Um, I think if it was like 7%, I honestly would probably play the stage control game. So I would like,
Yeah.
I would just like hover around the outside or like in like the inside of the platform to cover if they like. I can try cover if they jump. If they go back to ledge, I can still cover a ledge dash with like up tilt. Like it's just like yeah, I
Yeah.
think I would just like I would pray because like down tilt can just like if you try wave dash like shine down tilt, then they can crouch cancel your down tilt and then they get a grab. So it's just not really
Mm.
worth it going for that like 7%. It's only really worth it when you get to like the mid 20 to 30s where like it's gonna
Yeah.
at least stun them enough so they can't like get a counter attack.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think play the stage control game if it's like anything below like 20 probably to be honest.
Yeah. I can see that. I can't see the screen row though right now.
Oh, wait, can you still not know?
No,
Let me
I'm
try it
not
again.
sure.
Let me share this.
Yeah, we're back. Nice.
Cool, cool.
Execution.
Bad by me. Should have been an up smash.
Uh,
Yeah, job down tilt's good. Yeah, I also got away with that quite a lot, like doing a high angle up B and then like drifting it back to ledge. I think just getting a bit more consistent with like being able to fade back your back airs really far while still holding like being able to like land on stage is something good to practice.
yeah, I need to claw way more. I was actually experimenting a little bit with these kind of nairs I just did there. Um, because they stand in a different angle, and I feel like it's easier to recover from them in a way.
Yeah.
But sure, it seems like this is one of the great downplays to it that I just cover less space in general, or cover the space behind me.
What I would do here. Yeah, I think what you did is fine, just missed the up air, but
Yeah.
honestly sometimes I actually prefer doing a short hop up air here.
Yeah,
Because it means even if they like, because if you got this up there and I got like crazy slide off STI or something, like I could shine you back and then I have stage. Whereas if you do it like if you do a short off up air and then fast fall it, it means even if you slide off, you can get like shield out in time and stuff.
oh, I didn't know that. I thought slide off would be too fast.
Especially if you drift it in. So if you done like a short up air and drift it like to the right, because I realistically would have to like drift like slide off and then like hold right, which would be like really awkward to chase that.
Yeah, I see. So you mean like drift to the right, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So do a short
Okay,
like
yeah.
when you're here, do a short
Mm.
up air, but drift to the right. So then
Yeah.
I'd have to slide up to the left, so I can't really follow up with anything.
I'm really not that comfortable with hitting the up air from below, and the punish afterwards is very weird for me. I don't know. If
Yeah,
if I were to hit that, like if I were to hit like this up air with a short hop up air, it would be very hard for me to know what option to go for next. Like if you drift to the left, I probably can do like another shot up air. But if you drift to the right, I feel like it would be very. I would have to do like the left up air probably we just talked about.
Yeah, if he drifted. Wait, so are you saying if he after you hit the short up air? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly, and your DI options are, except for a crazy SDI to the top platform,
Yeah.
would be drift to the left, where I could probably get like another shot up air, or
Yeah. So I
are you
think
too high?
I think it would be. I think what I would do is if I drifted. If no, I think if I drifted to the left, you'd be able to get another like full up fast fall up air and keep it going. But if I went to the right, I think the best bet would be to like wave dash back and do like a back air probably.
I see.
I would just do that to like keep center stage, and he's still at the percent where it's kind of awkward to combo without him getting like crouch cancel DI or like weird SDI off the platform. You're almost using this situation to get build up damage and keep yourself safe is like the rule of thumb I would say. You don't want to like
Yeah,
you don't want to overcommit to trying to get a really juicy punish because then like yeah, if you the way this would get you the biggest punish what you did here, but if the player's defense is good enough, you're gonna just get shined out of that like 100% of the time. So like I prefer playing it safe. You're gonna get less, but I prefer playing it like safer.
even on the single hit, even on the
I
single hit, you can get the
I
ASDI off or
I think
flatter.
I think with how close he is to the edge and how little percent as well, he could also like hold down and like get some weird text and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
so that's why I prefer hitting from below because then it's like harder to punish you because you're still on the ground after.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think he just mistimed the up air. I'm trying to would I have done that same up air?
The jab was already pretty bad, but
Yeah. It's just kind of like you still got the grab, but yeah, obviously you want to just go straight into the grab off the up tilt.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I mistimed it. Pretty sure.
I'm just trying to think because another good option here would actually have been like if you wave dash backed and up tilted because the platform's that
Yeah.
low as well. So like I think a lot of times when the platform's that low, I like to use a lot more up tilts because it's just like easy to cover like
Yeah.
loads with up tilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think honestly that would have been better at this percent and with the platform height as well.
Yeah, it's just I'm not very comfortable with, like, if you get the tech in place, I'm in a weird spot right beneath you for up tilts, because you can shield drop drill them, but it looks like it was true, so I should probably
Yeah, like
go for it.
I think as long as you got a big enough wave dash back, the up tilt definitely would have been true on tech and place.
Yeah. No, even before, right? Or do you think
Wait, so where? Sorry.
like even before you land, right?
Or
It's that's exactly the kind of situation I'm talking about, because then I would have to realize, okay, I'm not getting the up tilt out before you're able to tech, you know?
oh, I get you. So you're it's like ambiguous if you can get it out. So you're thinking, do I wait to cover the tag or do I?
Exactly.
Yes, I get you now. Yeah. So that's actually a hard one to call. That's
Yeah.
tough. I think honestly,
I think that's one of the reasons why I started doing doing these up air tech chases, uh platform tech chases, because
I think it was me, I would have like still have went for the up tilt, but I would have let him tech first. Like I would react
yeah,
to like I would up tilt if it's taking place, and I would back air if he like. I would turn around up tilt basically if he goes here. I would stay facing backwards and up tilt if he techs in place. And if
yeah,
he techs to the left here, you could just back air it or something anyway and just drift in so you keep stage.
yeah.
So you're basically covering it. I think like going for the up tilt and then missing and then he gets the tech is just too risky that I would have let him still go for the tech and then do the up tilt.
Yeah.
Because like he's that high, he's falling that high. Like I'm falling that high that it's all reactable anyway. So like as long as your reactions are on point, you can react to the text.
Yeah.
Obviously,
This
it's obviously
basically
it's not.
on the two up tilt sounds not too easy, but definitely doable.
Yeah, I think a lot of when I was leveling up, my punish game was just like grinding. Like I'd almost grind different ways of knocking down the opponent and then like reacting to it. So like you like I just do running shine tech chases, like up tilt tech chases. To basically just do anything that knocks a character down
Yeah.
at different percents, and just use Uncle Punch to like practice making sure you're getting it before they can do like any action.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to just get comfortable with like, okay, now I can react out of up throw. You want to get like I can react out of up
Yeah.
tilt, I can react out of shine, like any because like obviously melee is not as straightforward as like right, I'm gonna just get the grab. There's gonna be times where you have to up tilt. There's gonna be times where you have to like drill shine instead of drill grab because they get the SDI. So you have to be ready for like everything.
Yeah, I know, for example, one tech chase I'm always missing is a up throw forward air against Captain Falcon.
Oh
When the
yes.
Captain Falcon is not drifting in, is actually drifting out hard, and maybe even down. You just have to dash or wave dash in to chase him really fast, and I'm always some couple of frames late, and the tech chase becomes untrue.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's probably just as you say. Sometimes you're getting maybe a bit of a slow dash. So if you're confident getting that initial dash like really fast, then you'll like get there in time.
Yeah, I think it's mostly me being not able to recognize the DI in or DI out fast enough, or
Oh yes.
I'm just like, oh, I don't want to dash before I realize the guy is DIing out, you know.
Yeah,
Because if
yeah.
he DIs in, I just get the free up smash, and yeah.
Okay, yeah, I get you. Yeah, I think that is just a thing of like that also helps when you just practice doing stuff like that. Like you get better at
Yeah.
recognize like reacting to DI and reacting to like the knockdown animation. So you're kind of practicing everything in one at that point anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of that up smash because like the top platforms there I can like start to tech on and like tech roll away and stuff and I land pretty quickly. I would have
Yeah.
preferred obviously what I would prefer to do like obviously I try crouch tech chase this, but even if you want to just do like stay outside of dash attack or out of get up attack range or else well what's your preferred way? Is it like to shield get up attack and then do it, or do you prefer to like stay like outspace the get up attack and then dash in?
Most of the time, I'm trying to crouch in these kind of situations, but if I feel like my reactions are too slow and I'm missing like at least half of a roll-ins, I start to try to crouch or shield on reaction to the get-up attack and just
Yeah.
stand there.
Because I think doing whatever way you're comfortable with tech chasing that way and then going for a grab off the tech would have been better than going for the up smash like immediately.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of it's a bad habit I started doing because of Leffen going for a lot of up smashes on FOD. Also pre-corona mostly. Uh,
Yeah.
he used to do a lot more up smashes on the stage than on others, which is probably because of a platform hype. But I recognize it, and although I should just go for standard punishes.
Yeah, so I think another thing you don't do too often is like running shine because you do a lot of running up smash. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot, and that actually kind of blends in with CC because there's times you run in crouch, and even if you don't get the shine out, you end up CC in their nair and just mash down B again anyway. So like, so like
Yeah.
in ways that's probably it feels like you almost I don't know you just love up smash. There's no other way of saying it. You just love up smash.
True.
But so I think if you swap some of the up smashes with like drills and running shines and just start and maybe even running CC even just without the shine sometimes like those
Yeah.
options could help you a lot.
Yeah. I love that spacing.
Oh.
And that's what you get for doing the veneer and not the reverse fair.
Oh
You should
yeah,
have done the
true.
you should have done the reverse fair. Would have been way cleaner.
Actually, yeah, I like using fair, but I don't really use reverse fair very much.
Yeah. I have months where I like the near more than the fair, but yeah. Yeah, I'm jumping a lot. I know, especially when I'm cornered. Ooh, that hurts. Can we watch that again? How you got me off stage? What my options were? That situation.
Like, wait, which part? Oh, like,
Yeah, before that, right before that. Okay, so.
yeah, I'm trying to think. I think even here, I think would be pretty good because like I'm wave dashing back to up tilt, so like, I think once you get out of this situation, like you could have like probably full hop the top platform.
Mm,
Like right now, it would be really good because I'm gonna if you fill up the top platform, it means I have to like almost read that you're gonna go to top platform and fill up myself.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I think that's honestly the best way to like get center stage back. Whereas if you like you just kind of like you did almost try to, but you didn't like fully commit to like full drifting
yeah,
into the platform, which would have got you over my forward air.
yeah,
And now you're kind of just stuck on the side plat with me being underneath, which is just a really bad spot for you because I can just pressure with like up tilt back airs, like anything really.
yeah. The down tilts are a little bit experimental at that point, but I
Yeah,
probably should have if I wanted to play it right, like at least jump backwards and threaten ledge, or instantly go to ledge at least.
yeah, even like wave dashed back would have been pretty good like now. So then like you would
Yeah,
because then you would be on the ground again, and then we kind of have this mix up going of like I still have to keep you in the corner, but I don't have like I can't just up tilt you for free or like because you're kind of the platform's not doing you any justice because it's like at such a low height that like all my moves hit you anyway. It'd be different if it was like the other height of the platform.
yeah,
But because it's that low, you basically want to get down, like get off it immediately, and then like we're both on the same playing field. Kind of just a
yeah,
disadvantage for you at the minute.
yeah. I'm sorry. Can we rewatch it one more time?
Yep.
I get the nair.
There. You get the nair, and then I slide off, and then I get a nair edge
I
cancel and
see.
shine.
Yeah, I see. I see. Okay. Nairs, nairs.
Oh, I was so unlucky actually, because the
Uh,
platform like caught your
yeah,
like that was just so unlucky.
yeah. I still could have done it. Yeah, that's also something I realized that you're not taking the place a lot, and makes it way harder actually.
Yeah, I think at the start I was taking placing more, and then like you would like you were going for like reads a lot more at the start. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna like actually
Could have
force him.
reacted to that.
Yeah, I'm like right, I'm gonna actually force him to have to react now.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's about it for this session anyway. Like covered quite a bit of
Yeah,
stuff there.
yeah, we did.
Yeah, so I think the big things I would say for when you're playing more net play is just try to use less up smash, use more crouch cancel, use more drills, use more running shine, and for actually like punish game stuff, would say to focus more on like reacting and getting like a grab off knockdowns instead of going for like as much up smash.
Can you slow that down completely because I wanna take notes.
Yeah, so okay, so the first thing is use less up smash
Yeah,
in neutral, and instead of up smash, good options to use would be drill, like overshoot drill, running shine, and running crouch cancel.
yeah,
And then for punish game, try to like react more. Instead of going for like a quick up smash, try react more to knockdowns and get a grab.
yeah,
And
yeah,
try to like I would say try to pay a lot of attention to percents, so like only when up smash will kill or whenever it'll send them like at a spot where they're gonna fall onto the platform but very high up. That means it'll give you a lot of time to react. But in a lot of cases, I would say mainly keep up smash for when it'll kill in the Fox Ditto.
Yeah.
Like I would say, it's very, as I was saying, it's very useful against Falco and stuff to call out lasers. But I think against Fox, it's like nowhere near as good in neutral.
Yeah, true.
So I think they're the main things I would say. Oh, and also practice just the like drifting your aerials. So like the back airs, for example, for like edge guarding, like a falcon that would drift back or a fox that would, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think if you work on all that stuff for like when you're playing, that should help you quite a bit.
Yeah. I'll try to write down everything you said again.
Yeah, if you ever
Give-
need it, if you've missed something, just let me know.
yeah. Give me a second.
Yep, no worries.
Yeah.
I also noticed your inputs per minute are like wild fast.
Are they? Oh, they are. Holy.
Like you
Hey,
like.
somebody told me that my inputs like we talked about it this weekend. Somebody said, well, Rix doesn't even have like that many inputs per minute, or somebody doesn't even have like that many, and I was like, I don't know. I always feel like the inputs per minute are a lot higher for box players, at least in Fox Cities, it feels like.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm not sure if the difference can be seen in digital inputs and inputs per minute, because I feel like when you DI on controller, you n- I'm not the type of guy who just goes right into the correct notch, but instead like just tries to hammer it a little bit in that way to get the SDI inputs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's really, yeah, it's a strange one, like there, because the way there's also digital inputs, I'm not really sure what way it works with it compared to like the actual inputs per minute on a box. Like I don't know, is it like I'd
yeah,
imagine that I'd
exactly.
imagine the digital inputs on a box would be like mad high because like all of it's basically digital inputs.
Yeah.
But
Oh
yeah,
well, I'm
as
pretty sure it doesn't transfer this way, right?
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think
no.
so.
Fine. Things. Um, we have to go fruit punish once again, but I still am typing things down because what we just didn't say was about the platform tech chases, the left and Armada up airs.
Oh
But this is
yes.
something I just wrote down. This is one of the things I was like, okay, I need to uh write it down.
Oh yeah. So do you just want me to explain both up airs,
No, no,
or do you have?
but rather the other punish options we had. But give me like 20 more seconds,
Okay,
and
you're all good, all
let
good.
finish with them. Uh, uh,
Yeah, sorry if I speak like incredibly fast.
no, it's all good. You didn't actually. It's just more like I'm a very slow typer, and there's also like not a language barrier, but I still have to take in what you just said to me.
Yes, I get
And
you. Yeah.
it's not that I don't understand what you're saying. It's just that I have to think about it a little bit, and sometimes I would rather like to ask another question about it before I just accept it.
No, I
Um,
agree. That's a good way to be. Like I like a person who's like willing to like keep asking and like make sure they fully understand it before it's like said and done. Because like it's worse having to go back to it and being like, oh wait, you didn't understand this, but at least now I know. Like he knows. So
yeah, exactly. And also, like the meta changes. I remember like Nikki giving me like tips in the very first lessons we had, and he was like not as good as he is today, or yeah, is today, and then like when we talked again against Falco anti laser options and stuff like that, he would say, well, I figured out some more stuff, and and there's always new options to discuss or
To like update and stuff as the meta
to
changes.
update.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if we, it's very easy to just say, okay, a good player told me this and that is good, and he said, well, it's good because of this and this situation. But in the end, like, if people, if Falcos, for example, stopped doing less, started doing less uh the backers towards you, or just in general in place, the up smash trades would be way worse.
Yeah, it becomes more mitigated because it's not gonna have much use because the Falcos changed their play style and the up smash in
Exactly.
a situation where the up smash was good won't come up as commonly as it used to.
Exactly. Yeah, and of course it's still a read somewhat. It's not a read, but it's like a neutral covers one thing very, or is very good against this one option. But if the meta changes and Falco start doing way more like back, uh, drift back, or first drift back and then drift in down airs, the option of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
Uh, okay, I wrote down the stuff on platform tech chases. Then I still have the thing we talked about, drift, aerial drift. Yeah, my aerial drift is so bad, actually. It's insane how bad it is. Like, this is one of the worst things for me. Um, Although I have to say, I feel like my edge guarding is decent. Most uh, especially
I think edge guarding wasn't too much of an issue. I think in most
yeah,
cases it was pretty up to standard. It was pretty good compared to your actual like punish game and stuff.
yeah. Um, uh, don't drift towards platform.
And this will
um,
also be. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube as well. So if you
yeah.
do miss out anything, you can just rewatch it
Oh
back.
yeah, sure. You don't have to wait for me to finish everything if that's the case. Um,
Yeah, no, I've got some food here, but if you have any last minute questions, I'm happy to answer before I head on.
no. Um, I would love to do like as a way to trade.
Wait, wait, well, sorry, my
Oh, oh,
Discord
oh,
cut out.
oh no. I said, well, to I'm missing the English word, but since you did me a favor right here, I would love to do like a replay analysis for Rocket League with you.
Oh, I'd be super down for that, yeah, because I've never really done one properly yet, so I feel like having you help me look at one would like benefit me a lot because I don't really know. I know what to look out for more in Melee, but I feel like in Rocket League I still don't really know what I'm looking out for sometimes.
Yeah, it's a different kind of game, but and like one thing I can tell you right now is that there in Melee you can say, okay, these options are good because the risk reward is very good, but in Rocket League it's even more common that you do like an option that is not good in most of the time, but it works out better than the option that would have been better most of the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
It's also not like a rock paper scissors type of thing. It's more like timings on when to go in, especially like the when to go in thing is very complicated, and sometimes you just caught
I like caught.
catch
Yeah, you.
catch catch
Yeah.
people off guard.
Yeah, no, that I think that's a bit. I
Uh,
think that's my biggest thing in Rocket League is knowing when to like cut, knowing when you're like when it's your turn almost, because sometimes it's better to like I find it really easy whenever it's kind of flowchart of like everyone's doing the rotations and stuff, but there's sometimes where it's better for one person to cut because the other person isn't close enough or they're in a better position or like whatever it is.
Yeah,
So like
yeah,
that, so like sometimes I find it hard to like, okay, when should I like cut someone like here? Should I like wait? And then sometimes I end up staying too far back because I should have cut it already, but I've like hesitated and that kind of stuff.
yeah. It really depends, especially on like the very most important thing is, are you playing in comps and with two premates? You know, this is
Yeah,
first question that has to be answered. Else you always have like different factors of tilt and okay, my mate isn't someone I can trust to be left alone in the back and stuff like that. So there's very different concepts in playing ranked without premates or actually playing freeze. You know.
yeah, no, I get you, but
Um,
I'll head on and get my food here. But for sure, we can organize a time and schedule a wee Rocket League analysis. I'd be super down.
yeah. The thing is, um, I'm very free tonight. The thing is that I'm way better at analyzing threes than twos because I
Yeah,
just put in way more time and also looked at rotation videos and guides and stuff like that. Whereas in twos I'm just playing and I know what's good and I know what's bad, but it's you know it's not the
yeah.
same.
That no, that sounds
Uh,
good. Like I think I'd prefer to analyze threes anyway. Like I kind of want to start playing a bit more threes even and get because that is like the main mode I'd like to get comfortable with. So kind of want to play a
yeah.
bit less twos and focus more on the threes as well.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, we can do that for sure. The thing is, if we like, if we watch at a replay, it would be way better if you're actually if it was a replay where you played with two other people from your party. You know.
Yeah, yeah. No, I can probably get something like that. I'll try organize that for when we do it. But yeah, I'll get my food here and then we can definitely I'll like hit you up or whatever.
Yeah,
Whenever
we can
whenever
also. Sorry.
just yeah, I'll hit you up whenever suits. And again, like even if I'm not in the chat with you or anything, just message me if you have any more like melee questions about the stuff we went over as well.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
Yeah, no worries. I hope you have a great day. And I'll if you are free, we can maybe get some Rocket League or something. We'll see.
Yeah, sure. We
I,
can also like text into the Frenzy Fanatic Club, right?
yeah,
To
exactly.
find another pre-made or stuff.
Yeah, so
Um,
have a great day.
you too. Bye
Bye.
bye.